Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this.
Glory be to Jesus Christ.
Glory forever. Welcome to Dynamite Duo Sports, the podcast where we break down and recap all the NFL's biggest storylines with facts and enough wild takes to make a referee throw a flag. I am Giuseppe.
I'm Antonios.
And we are so excited to be able to bring you our first video of this podcast.
Yep, and I'm so excited to do this as well because we're just two guys that just absolutely love football. So we'll have a lot of fun doing this together.
And we are brothers. We're not just two guys. Now, all right.
Enemies as brothers.
That's it. All right. And now today we are going to be giving you our bold takes for the NFL season. And also, after that, we're going to go ahead and have a little bit of fun. And we're going to build our NFL rosters based on modern day players. And then also we'll have one based off of legends. So be sure to stay tuned in for that. All right. So, all right, Tony, you want to get started with the bold takes?
Sure. All right. So I have a ton of hot takes. We decided to come down and choose three. So the first one I'm going to bring up is the Steelers make it to the AFC Championship.
Okay. That's might be a little farther than I would go. I would say they have a pretty good chance to win a playoff game, but that's about as far as I would go. Maybe that's a little rich for my blood, but I don't know. Like, you comment below what you guys think of that one, as I'm not too sure about that one.
My argument for that case is that Aaron Rodgers was with the Jets, and Jets make everybody look awful. And if he still has even like half of his prime left in him, that's better than any quarterback they've had since Big Ben. And so with that being said, I think the Steelers, I'm pretty confident they'll win one playoff game this year. The big question is will make the AFC Championship, and I think they can do that. So it's a hot take, which is why it's on there, but it's definitely one that I would not be shocked with. And I will want to clarify, he can fact check me. Last year, I did actually predict with my brothers that the Commanders would make it to the NFC Championship. So,
all right. Well,
maybe I'm right again.
You know what? Just so you guys know, we did not review our hot takes before we did this. So this is actually a nice transition to my first hot take.
Oh boy.
So
he's got bad hot takes.
There's a reason why they're hot. Now, so like you said how the Commanders, you predicted the Commanders were going to make the NFC Championship last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my bold take for this season is that the Commanders are going to miss the playoffs. Now, here is why. People now have tape on Jaden Daniels. So that, I believe he's going to struggle a little bit more. There's this thing called a sophomore slump. So a lot of quarterbacks deal with that. I think the only quarterback who didn't really have a sophomore slump is Patrick Mahomes. So, even Tom Brady had it. Just saying, Tom Brady had it. He missed the playoffs. So, and then also, sneakily, they have gotten older on their team. Like, they brought back Zach Ertz. He was on the team last year, I know. But the thing is that when you get older, injuries come. And don't even, I forgot to mention, Deebo Samuel's on the team now. And Von Miller. Both very injury prone. And also, they traded away Brian Thomas Jr. And then you have Austin Eckler, who's also injury prone. So it's like, let's see, did I have any other points on there? And also, just a fun fact, they did struggle against the Cowboys last year. I don't know why they did, because our
division
defense,
rivalries have nothing to do with making the playoffs.
Yeah, but our defense sucked. And Jay Daniels could do nothing against our defense for some reason.
Division rival game.
Yeah, I know, but it's still, who cares about division rivals? It's about, can you beat the team or not?
They beat the Lions last year, and that's pretty darn impressive.
Their
and
defense was
the players
terrible.
that you named, both Von Miller and Deebo, those are players they even added on. So even if they were hurt, same roster as last year almost, except for the runner back, and their new rookie could surprise people because there's so many good runner backs in the draft this year that I highly doubt that they're going to miss the playoffs. Dan Quinn is going to improve that defense from last year, especially with a veteran like Von Miller, who even if he's hurt, he can still help these players learn how to do better with the strategy and aggressiveness. So, Cowboys fans always delusional. That's a hot take I do not agree with. So,
Yep. Well, I don't know. It's a hot take for a reason. So,
True,
all right.
true,
What you got
true.
next?
All right, my next hot take is, I feel like for some people, they would agree, some people wouldn't. My second hot take is the 49ers are going to be the number 1 seed in the NFC.
But
He's a Cowboys fan, so of course he's going to disagree. But my point is,
Who are their wide receivers?
if you look at their schedule, they have like 5 tough games this year, like 5. That's it. The rest, I could see them winning like easily, because all the teams that they're playing are very mid or bad. They're just bad or mid, because last year they had such a bad season. They have a lot of the easier teams to play this year. So me personally, they could lose the first game of the playoffs. I'm not denying that, because they're not playing that many tough teams. What I am saying is that they have a lot of easy games, so they could get the number 1 seed, but they'll probably get eliminated in the first game. That's my opinion for the 49ers. So they could easily go 13-4 when I saw their schedule, as long as their wide receivers can do well and Christian McCaffrey stays healthy, because they always have George Kittle too. And Brock Purdy's better than people give him credit for. So, in my opinion, I think the 49ers could very well easily get the number 1 seed, but not because I think they're going to be necessarily great.
See, that's the issue. If they're not going to be great, how in the world are they going to get the number 1 seed when they're in a division that has the Rams in it?
Because they'll probably I think they'll beat the Rams once, but they'll lose to them another time. And then the Seahawks, I have no idea what to expect from them. And the Cardinals, I think 49ers are going to have no problem with the Cardinals.
Well, here's a little sneak peek for week 1 predictions. I think Seahawks are beating the 49ers week 1.
Oh, interesting. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's just something I came up with. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone's got to have an upset, but I don't think it'll be that one.
Yeah, well, then also, here's my argument against the 49ers as well. They have the same problems the Commanders do. They're old. They have Christian McCaffrey, injury prone. I know they just got Brian Robinson Jr. But
I actually forgot about that. So to add on to my argument,
their left tackle has been injured for the last couple seasons, I believe, or just last season in particular. And then also, have you even looked at who they lost on defense? Dre Greenlaw, Hufanga, their safety. Who's their secondary? They also lost Ward to the Colts. They don't have a corner. They don't have a secondary.
I think that they'll work it out with Kyle Shanahan. Again,
wait, hold on. He just said that Kyle Shanahan, who's blown 3 leads in the Super Bowl, that he's gonna figure it out.
Super Bowl, not the regular season. People play differently in different situations with less pressure. If you look at the 49ers schedule, the teams they play, it's not gonna. I wouldn't be surprised they went 13-4. That's why it's a hot take, but I don't see how it necessarily is a hot take. Because if you actually looked at their schedule and you thought about it, if everyone's healthy, which is a big if, which is why I would consider it a hot take, they could be number 1 seed.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I think they
Do you
can
know
make
who I want to be number 1 seed? Who I want?
No, I think that we should save that for when you're predicting your playoff teams.
Okay.
So now, okay. So here's the thing. I think they could be a playoff team, but they don't need to really be worrying about what they're doing for everything else. So
they have a better chance than the Cowboys.
Well, I just said they're making 0 sense. What was I thinking? Oh well. Anyway, so
Cowboys fan doesn't know what to
all
think.
right. This is my second hot take, which I think we're actually going to agree on.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be a top 10 quarterback this upcoming season.
Yeah, we're not going to argue about that one. That is, like I said earlier, with Steelers making the AFC Championship. I know he's not. Most people won't go that far, but he was on the Jets. And even on the Jets, when you look at his numbers last year, it was like the same as Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Hold on. Can I read you those numbers?
Sure.
Like I don't have the precise numbers, but I have the rankings for them. So last year, he was 8th in passing yards, 7th in touchdown passes, and then this is where he fell off a little bit, which is from Jets syndrome. 15th in interceptions with 11. Do you know how often Aaron Rodgers throws double-digit interceptions?
Very often.
Like once or twice before in his career. So, like, normally he's at like the 3 or 4 range. And with the Steelers, with the great coaching staff, he is going to be set. And also, DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf, he's got.
He is good.
I wish they kept George Pickens, but
I don't.
can't have everything.
I don't wish they.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
And then let's see. And also on top of that, for last year, incompetent coaching staff, and which also was kind of his fault, to be fair. So he basically wanted the offensive coordinator there, so that's kind of his fault. But also, he was coming off an injury, and he's older. Injuries take longer to heal, despite what he kept saying that he could have come back if they made the playoffs in 2023. But realistically, I think his injury is fully healing. Been hearing great things out of Steelers camp. A bunch of former Steelers players are going like, hey, he still got it. So, yeah, that's what I am expecting for Aaron Rodgers in 2024.
I mean, I don't think this, but don't be shocked if Ravens have a fall this year and they win the division and the Steelers win it. Maybe.
All right. So, what's your final hot take?
So my third and final hot take, which is a pretty bold one, which I think a lot of people want to agree with but won't necessarily agree with.
Broncos win the division.
Well, okay, here's one thing
I know you want that, but I don't know if you
I
agree
would
with
love
it.
that. If you look at our board, this is kind of a ranking of what we want to happen in the divisions. As you can see, the Chiefs are smack dab at the bottom of their division. So this is like wishful thinking, obviously, but
Want?
I'm talking about this right here. You're looking at the wrong thing. We can talk about that later. So the let's see what else.
Cowboys are pretty low. That's what you want?
That's what I'm looking at going into the season at the moment. So look at you. I was perfectly fair with your Titans and the Cowboys. I had them ranked exactly the same. So I don't want to hear it.
Well,
You're above the Colts.
You said want, not think. If I said think, yes. Same with Cowboys.
Do you think they're going to be there? Okay, cool. Okay, anyway. Obviously, I don't think that the Commanders are going to finish where they are unless I think both of them miss in the playoffs. But who knows? We'll see. Anyway, what did you say again?
Wow, you already forgot it. That's how quick people are going to forget this prediction because they think I'm crazy. Broncos win the division.
Okay. The only way this happens is if Patrick Mahomes gets hurt.
I don't even think that's the case because last year the games were so close and the ever beautiful special refs helped them with a lot of those games. And if their entire division this year is going to be way better than last year. So I know they won't, but because they struggle against their teams, imagine they lost all 6 of those. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm pretty confident they're going to lose to all 3 of them once, which automatically is going to make them worse than last year. And it's going to put them in a tight spot with all their teams they have to play. So with that being said, that's why I think that the Chiefs, I still think they're going to make the playoffs, like no duh. But I think they might not win the division because the Broncos defense, good gosh, their secondary is going to be impossible to throw with. So even their defensive line's a little better. We got Dre Greenlaw that they just got, so it's improved a little. So their Broncos defense could easily be like number 1 defense next year. So a little tip for everybody, like if you're doing fantasy football out there, I would get Broncos defense if they're available.
All right. So my third and final take. Dak Prescott will finish top 5 in MVP.
You said MVP?
Yeah, top 5 MVP. Candidate. Like at the end of the year. Like in terms of voting.
I want Seppi to repeat that again.
Uh-huh.
Very slowly.
Oh, okay. Dak.
Oogly boogly.
No, excuse me. Hold on. Hold on. Rain.
Bada bolia.
Dakota Prescott will finish in the top 5 for MVP. Now, do you want to tell me why?
That's the Cowboy delusion, guys.
Okay, do you want to tell? How about you tell me why he won't finish in the top 5 for MVP first, and then I'll give you my reasons.
You said, I thought you said MVP.
MVP.
Even
the guy in the background, guys, is laughing his head off. So if you hear him, you can't blame him, can you?
Why? Because, like, every year, Dak can put up stats, but he never looks like he's putting up those stats.
What?
He might put up the numbers like a lot of quarterbacks, like Geno Smith for Seahawks. When you look at his stats at the end of the year, you would think that he was like a top 5 quarterback with his stats if you looked at him last year. But realistically, nobody thought of him as like a top 5, not even top 10 QB. So I don't care about stats.
You said for last year?
I don't care about stats. Yeah, did you see his number? He hit over 4,000 passing yards last year.
He was injured last year.
And who did I see when I was looking up the list?
Okay, guys, he automatically has lost the argument. So,
Hold on.
Here-
No, I gotta look this back up. Hold on.
all right,
I
in
have
the
to look
meantime, I am going to give you my arguments. Ready? So, reason number 1, they are going to have to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays happen. And also, Dak Prescott, coming off an injury, he has had some of his best seasons he's ever had. In 2020, he breaks his ankle, or whatever, he fractures, whatever happened to it. He comes back. First game back against the Buccaneers, he lights that defense up that Patrick Mahomes could not handle in the Super Bowl. Then he also proceeds to I believe he breaks the record that year for most passing touchdowns in Cowboys history for a single season. And then what did we do that year? Let's forget about what we did in the playoffs that year. So, then the next year, he injures his hand in the first game of the season against the Buccaneers. Again, why in the world were they so addicted to playing us against the Buccaneers in the first game of the season when Tom Brady was playing? I have no idea. So, they just really wanted Tom Brady to keep being the Cowboys and wanted to be the forefront of our minds. But, anyway. And then the year after, then that year he beats Tom Brady in the playoffs. Okay? So, there you go. Win. Now, the year after that, because after he injures his hand, he goes on this interception streak. And it's a big deal with everybody because he started throwing interceptions,
By the way,
which he
I'm trying to look for something right
does.
now. Okay. Oh, so last year, even though he got hurt, just to interrupt, Geno Smith had 1,300 passing yards. It was the year before, which is my correction. It was the year before.
Dak Prescott, not Geno Smith.
No, Geno Smith.
You said he had 1,300 passing yards.
3,800.
3,800.
3,800.
So Geno Smith had 3,800 passing
Yeah,
yards.
before he was hurt.
I'm talking about Dak Prescott.
You said Dak. Yeah, but you said earlier that Geno was hurt or something.
No, Dak was hurt last year.
Oh, so I was right. I said Geno Smith. I was talking about Geno Smith.
I thought you were talking about Dak. Okay, whatever.
No,
anyway.
because I'm comparing Geno Smith to Dak Prescott, saying how Geno Smith puts up these pretty good stats,
Dak
but no one thinks of him as top
Prescott
10.
and Geno Smith are not on the same planet when it comes to quarterback play.
They are. Because Geno Smith, just like Dak, can put up nice numbers when you look at them, but no one actually thinks they're actually great.
Hold on. Time out. All right. Do you have Geno Smith above Dak Prescott?
No.
Okay, well, see, there's his reaction
No.
to that. But okay. Anyway.
I'm not that dumb.
Okay, here's the reason.
Well, maybe I am that dumb because I rank Dak higher than Geno.
Okay. All right, I'm going to finish my argument. So they are going to have to throw the football this year. A lot. Because I don't know what the running back's going to look like. Hopefully they do develop into something good. But Dak is going to have to be great in order for us to make the playoffs.
You hear that? Listen to that. Dak has to be great.
And
Sink that in.
unlike a lot of Cowboys
That's a
fans
lot of confidence
who
he's got
rarely
there.
like to criticize
fun.
Dak all the time for no good reason. I believe in Dak Prescott. So anyway, and also we added George Pickens to the roster this year.
Yeah,
Dak
see, now you got no excuse.
Dak has
got no
never had
excuse.
a 1-2
No
combo
Excuse this year, Dallas.
like this.
None.
Because early on when CeeDee Lamb was first drafted, Amari Cooper, he was starting to fall off a little bit. CeeDee Lamb was still coming into it. So Dak has never had a duo this good before. So I'm seeing great things. And not to mention Jake Ferguson, really good tight end. Very underrated tight end in the NFL.
I'll agree with that.
Okay.
The
And
problem is Mr. Jalby Jones.
yes, don't worry, I totally agree with you there. But
But Dak also still likes to blow it in the playoffs.
That has nothing to do with winning the
The best,
MVP.
trust me.
Because
You
otherwise
should have
Lamar
seen
Jackson
him.
win
You
up
should
2
have seen him.
MVPs.
You should have seen him. I don't think Lamar deserved the last MVP. he
Yeah,
won.
Dak should have won that one.
Dak should have won that one. Technically, the one time Dak, because everyone kind of stinked that year for passing, that Dak actually looked good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that.
Everyone
Dak
was
looked
so
good.
bad. No, you didn't hear us say. Everyone was so bad that year that it made Dak look good.
He agreed.
Yeah,
said,
but,
yeah,
but
I know what I
guess
said.
what? He had the most total touchdowns that year.
No, yeah, no. That's why I'm saying he should have been MVP if you're gonna pick a quarterback.
Yeah.
Me personally, he should have been Tyreek Hill.
I would have picked Christian McCaffrey,
Or Christian
if
McCaffrey.
we were doing non-quarterback. But MVP is a quarterback reward now, so that's who should have won MVP 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's going to get back to that form, at least, and he's going to finish top 5. Not saying he's going to win it, just top 5.
Well, that was fun.
You could say that. So, anyway, so now we are going to go and build our own NFL roster. We'll see who can build the best NFL rosters. We're going to start with modern players, and then we're going to do another build your roster with legendary players. So we're going to start off. Let's do rock paper scissors. See who's going first. Okay. You want to go first or defer?
I'm gonna go first because normally you go first, and then I get all the terrible players.
Okay. Right. Well,
All right.
spin. So just so you know, we're using a random generator to get the NFL teams, and we will tell you what team we get and what player we're taking.
First team I got, the Philadelphia Eagles. Beautiful.
I don't care about the Madden curse with this. So with that being said, I'm going with Saquon Barkley.
He had to get the team with the best running back.
I told you, whenever I don't go first, I get the bad players. All right.
My turn. Just watch me get the Cleveland Browns or something.
Imagine if he got Cowboys and went with the bad pick like they normally do.
Giants.
Weak neighbors.
Let's see.
Defense, which
You know what? I will go with the Giants' defense, as much as that pains me to say that. Their defensive line is insane. Brother. Okay.
that could be scary this
All
year. Even though they might not be that good, they could bring
Yeah,
a
I
lot
know.
of pressure this
Yeah.
year. Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. By the way, shout out to NC State alum Peyton Wilson. He is so underrated. I am so annoyed that the Cowboys did not take him in the draft that last season.
He could be the next Luke Kuechly. Steelers, if you're watching, eventually, because I know you're not going to know now, but
Yeah, our best friend's the Steelers fan, by the way, so just so you know.
he agrees.
Oh, my choice! I get to pick whoever I want.
I think I know who he's going with.
Who?
Do you want me? Can I guess who you're going to pick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Josh Allen.
Nope.
Oh.
Joe Burrow.
Oh. Okay.
We're not spoiling anything because our next video is going to be about quarterbacks, so we're not going to say anything.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. I could give you a heads up on what we're thinking. Oh. Anywho, I could have taken Jamar Chase too, but
Honestly, I think Joe Burrow should have got an MVP last year. Even as much as I love Josh Allen.
Oh, your favorite team.
The Chiefs. Is there an option for refs? Let's go with head coach Andy Reid.
That's honestly the only part of the team that I really like. So
I mean, I like Mahomes. I just think the refs need to chill
yeah,
out.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, guys, he's good, but he's not Tom Brady. So just calm down.
And if people don't agree with that, Tom Brady kicked his butt in the playoff. It's Super
Okay,
Bowl.
So I got
Super Bowl. And both playoffs and Super Bowl.
the San Francisco 49ers. Now this is assuming health. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. You could have also gone George Kittle.
Yeah, I know, but there was a few younger. How do you
3
spell
tight
McCaffrey?
ends. Kittle, Bowers, McBride. 3 tight ends I keep thinking about this year. Broncos.
Whoopsie.
Should have saved defense. And
And you already took your head coach too.
this is interesting.
I think Will Lutz is their head coach.
Need kicker.
Yep. Their kicker.
I'm going to go with the Broncos kicker, whoever he is, because I know that Broncos have always been pretty good at picking good
I'm
kickers.
pretty sure it's Will Lutz, but
Yeah.
he's a decent kicker. Okay, who am I getting now? Who is it? Oh, the Bengals. I am pairing Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase. Oh my gosh, this is off to a great start so far.
I mean, I'm fine with my team I have right now. I just need to start getting like
Legends, modern day legends.
modern day legends, which you kind of just took 2.
Yep. Oh, look at that. You want to take
The
T
Bengals.
Higgins? Because you don't. But you already took a defense, so you don't.
No, I'm gonna
You
get
don't
their-
need to take a
No, I'm gonna
defense.
get their O line.
Oh yeah. Oh
T.
yeah.
Higgins.
O line.
T Higgins. T Higgins is technically wide receiver 1. He just has Jamar Chase on their team.
Okay. Honestly, if I get a decent O line, I'm set. The Saints. Ugh.
Kicker?
You know what? This is assuming health as well. I'll take Alvin Kamara.
Okay. Okay. I would say if you're assuming health, I would actually say offensive line because before their offensive line got hurt in the Eagles game, week 2 or 3?
2.
2?
No, 3. Week 3.
Yeah. They were pretty darn good. So if you're going assuming health, I would actually say their O-line is not a bad
I'm gonna hold
opt-out.
out. You know, this is still the best team Joe Burrow's ever had.
I got the Eagles again. O-line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good O-line.
Is Cam? Who was it that got hurt again? Oh,
Not
Landon
sure.
Dickerson. I don't know if he's playing or not week 1. I am cross my fingers he's not because we need every edge we can get right now. The Falcons. I should have waited for Bijan Robinson. But I will take their O-line because they have a pretty good O-line.
Don't you have 2 running backs?
Yes, I took Alvin Kamara.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I'm still not mad with the Falcons O-line. They have a pretty good O-line. So
It's literally the definition of probably like middle, like average.
still better than what Joe Burrow's got.
The Bills.
Ah,
Josh Allen.
we both got really good teams right now. I
The
got
Browns.
the Browns.
I know the Bears, but I'm saying the Browns because it works well too.
You know, honestly, we might need to make Shador Sanders the kicker here. I'm kidding. Don't at me, please.
Overrated.
I'll take David Njoku at tight end.
It's a solid tight end.
How do you spell David Njoku?
What?
And-
Njoku and Joku.
J-O-K-U.
Going back to kindergarten.
You guys aren't
everybody.
gonna see how it's spelled anyway, so
I get the Titans. I could go Tony Pollard because I'm not taking Calvin Ridley, so I'm gonna go Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard, he actually played pretty well last year. He's had a lot of injury problems, so we'll.
either way.
You have Saquon.
No. I just wanted to point out, if you look at the back of this jersey, this is signed by Tony Pollard. So, just so you know. In person. So, okay. Spin again. You got wide receiver 2, kicker, and head coach. What am I getting? Am I getting the Titans too? Who's wide receiver 2 for your team right now?
Tyler Lockett, which is
That's not bad.
that's a good wide receiver for wide receiver 2.
Oh, wait.
I would say it's pretty good.
Don't you guys have, what's his name for your kicker? The older guy?
Is it Nick Folk still?
Yeah, is it Folk?
I don't know, but their new kicker in preseason kicked like a 63-yarder, and I don't think that was Nick Folk.
I'm going to do that.
So it's
Titans kicker. It's a cop-out
Nick
pick.
Folk or whoever
but-
that guy was in preseason, who's probably going to start if he can make those kind of field goals.
All right, what you got left?
I got tight end and wide receiver 1.
Ooh.
Not a good spot to be
Ooh,
in.
what you got? What you got?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Ooh, oh, that's still not good.
Saints. I could go Taysom Hill. The tight end. Chris Olave is healthy. It's really good. I'm going to go, because there are more better wide receiver 1s, I'm going to go Taysom Hill. Because he is still a good player.
He's a gadget player. He's not really a tight end.
But he counts as a tight end.
All right, what
So-
we got for my last
So-
pick? The Redskins. Wide receiver 2. Ooh, I could go Depot.
Yeah.
But I'm risking head coach. To quote Kyrie Irving, head coaching doesn't matter. We have great players. That's a lie. Now,
That is a very
Um,
big lie. I do not agree with that at all.
Dan Quinn or Debo Samuel. I don't think I'm going to get a better wide receiver 2 than Debo Samuel, so I'm going to go with that.
All right, fingers crossed.
Assuming
end.
health,
Tight
as
end,
always.
Tight end, tight end, tight end, tight end, tight end, tight end. Dalton Kincaid, okay.
Ooh.
Oh no, wait.
I
I took the tight end.
You should
Wide
have taken
receiver
Chris Olave.
I should take Chris Olave. In my gut, it was telling me take Chris Olave.
I think I've already won.
Wide receiver 1 from the Bills.
What's his name?
What do I want?
It's the number 15 player.
I do like Shakir.
That's who it is. That's who I actually want right now. Or Keon Coleman. Those are your two options.
I'll go Khalil Shakir.
Okay.
Hey, Josh Allen's already used to throw. He's got T.
T.
Higgins.
I got Jamar Chase
Okay.
with Joe Burrow.
You got. Oh well.
Hey, what's my team? Patriots. Mike Vrabel.
Okay. We miss
win.
you, Vrabel. We miss you, Vrabel. He won that.
I win. But let us know in the comments who you think won that one. I don't. It's not even close. Just because I'm a Cowboys fan
I
doesn't
don't
mean I'm
think it's.
stupid.
I don't think it's not even close because
The last two picks vaulted me.
If let's say
really
Chris,
high.
let's imagine your players are injury prone. Both your running backs are gone.
And my
Debo could be gone.
Yeah.
You even got. Let's see.
For all I know, Mike Vrabel could be gone. He's getting beat up and he's breaking up fights in practice.
Sneaky team. Maybe. Maybe not. Patriots.
So, all right, now we're going to go with our legendary teams. Do you want to just defer to me or do you want to rock, paper, scissors?
We'll defer to you.
Okay, I am
Yeah.
going to go first. Legendary teams now. So, wait, here, hold on. Quick recap of our modern teams first. You go ahead and list yours.
Josh Allen is QB. My two running backs are Saquon and Tony Pollard. My wide receiver core, which is still better than what Josh Allen has right now, is Khalil Shakir and T. Higgins. Also got Taysom Hill as tight end. O-line is Eagles, which is the best O-line in the NFL right now. We don't know, maybe not as the same this year, but I expect them still to be top 3. Defense is Steelers, always guaranteed to be good. Kicker, we got the Broncos, and then the head coach, we have Andy Reid. So even though my wide receiver core is not as strong as his, it's definitely something that Josh Allen can work with because he's got Saquon Barkley as a running back who also can be a receiver. So most of the players on my team are not very injury prone. Or like
Again,
they
this
might
is
be,
all assuming health. This is being played on paper. Like
I'm going through
a
your
lot
team
of things.
then.
Okay, my team. I got Joe Burrow at quarterback, Christian McCaffrey at my RB1, Alvin Kamara at RB2. I got Jamar Chase, Debo Samuel, David Njoku, the Falcons O-line, Giants defense of line, the Titans kicker. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. And Mike Vrabel as my head coach.
Yeah, I do like Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel's like one of my favorite head coaches.
All right.
All right.
All-time
legendary teams. This is where he normally beats me. So,
I thought I was bad at this, but okay.
all right, what we got? I got the Eagles. You could go Saquon here.
You good.
Who else is there? Like, is there anybody else?
I mean, Andy Reid was their head coach at one point. But you have to be Andy Reid as the Eagles head coach, not his all-time career.
Receivers.
I don't-
Terrell Owens.
You could also go Zach Ertz.
I'm gonna go Terrell Owens.
All right. Terrell Owens. My turn. I got the Bengals. I'm going Jamar Chase.
Yeah, you kind of have.
You can say what you want. Jamar Chase is already a Hall of Famer.
All right, Pittsburgh Steelers. There's a lot of good options here.
Could go Antonio Brown.
Nah, I'm gonna save in case I get like a really good wide receiver. Who didn't get into trouble. I'm taking their defense. Pick any defense from the 70s. You can take. I'll take that.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
The Steel Curtain.
All right. My next team is the Raiders. I'm going John Madden.
Yep, that's a good pick. You could also go Bo Jackson. But
Nah, I'll save. John Madden is.
You know who else you could have
Vince
had?
Lombardi and John Madden are like probably
know
the two
who
most
else
iconic head coaches of all time.
You missed out on Randy Moss.
On the Raiders?
Yeah, he was on the Raiders.
Yeah, but that how he performed with the Raiders is probably not the same as
No,
he
he
did
was very good. It's just that I had no idea what happened with him.
with- Eh.
Okay. Los Angeles Rams.
You took their defense when you had Aaron Donald.
I already took the defense.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Running back. Oh, Oh, what's his name? What's his name? I don't. Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson. There's also Todd Gurley.
He had one good year or two good
I'm
years.
trying to get him the running back that's not as good as the one I just
Eric.
named.
Dicker. See this March generation. Some people know they're old NFL players.
I got the Bengals again.
AJ Green, wide receiver 2, have all time.
Jeez. This is stupid. You know what? Might sound well. I could opt out with the kicker.
Evan McPherson.
Yeah, I like Evan McPherson. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
Now, who am I getting? This is the 49ers. I will take. What's his name?
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. Thank you.
What's his name? Huh? Jerry Rice.
All right, move on.
This is going wonderful. At least he got one thing he can celebrate this year, because the Cowboys aren't going anywhere. Cleveland Browns.
There is somebody that you should take here.
Yeah, the runner back from back then, which is it Jim Brown?
Yes, that's Jim Brown.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jim Brown. It's the only thing I can do. And hey, he was good, okay?
Yeah.
Just because of the fourth Super Bowl doesn't mean he can't be considered good.
Green Bay Packers. Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi.
Doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, but what matters is if you get back up.
Go online and Google Vince Lombardi quotes.
He has to say that a lot.
A lot. Every year.
It just so happens that
especially when the Packers beat them.
in the
It's kinda
playoffs.
That
But come on,
so humbling.
come on, you spin.
I'm enjoying that moment right there. That was just such a fun game, you know?
Worst game of my life.
The Dolphins.
Um,
I could go with Dan Marino. Their defense is pretty good when they went undefeated, I'm pretty sure.
probably
I'm going to go with their defense from that timeline.
72.
Yeah. 1972. I feel like their defense was one of the reasons why they went.
And who am I
So.
getting here? The Rams again.
Todd Gurley.
No, definitely not.
Matthew Stafford.
If I took a quarterback, it would be Kurt Warner, sir.
That's true.
You know what?
Kurt Warner. Actually,
You
go
don't
with
have a
Kurt
quarterback.
Warner.
You don't have a quarterback.
No.
Tight
Dude, Kurt Warner
ends.
is just the only reason why people don't think about as much because of how old he was when he joined. So
You know what? I'm holding out hope. I'm going with their kicker, or I don't know. Take a pick. I'll take Matt Gay or something. You know. So
I got
the Rams.
the Rams.
You
Well,
want
guess who I'm taking?
You're gonna
I'm
take Kurt
taking
Warner?
Kurt Warner.
Okay, suit yourself.
Kurt Warner is really good. He was just older when he started.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about in his prime. He was great.
Well, in the meantime, I'll take Joe Montana.
I think Kurt Warner was better throwing the ball. than Joe Montana.
Whoa.
Joe Montana was great in the pocket and as a team leader, but Kurt Warner with the skill of throwing the ball.
Sir, spin that wheel and don't keep going. This isn't bold takes.
I told you, I have a lot of bold takes. I warned you.
Oh, look at that.
49ers.
Who are you gonna take now?
You know, this might be a hot take. But he's one of the best tight ends of all time. Whether you agree or disagree,
Wait, is it?
George Kittle.
Okay.
You can argue all you want.
I'm not arguing. I'm just
I
saying.
could go Christian McCaffrey, but he's just injury prone. So I just...
Oh, yeah. Cleveland Browns.
I already took Jim Brown.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, why?
Okay. I'm taking Nick Chubb. He was literally unstoppable when he's healthy. So, and yes,
He never... Derrick Henry was always better, though.
yeah, I know. Who cares? It's like, of course, Derrick Henry's almost better.
The beast. We miss you, Derrick Henry. Mike Vrabel and Derrick Henry. And A.J. Brown. All gone. Panthers. I could go Steve Smith.
That's not a bad pick.
I'm going to go Steve Smith.
All right.
When you had a quarterback like Kurt Warner,
Who am I getting? The Chargers. Antonio Gates, Hall of Famer. Yes.
he's my favorite tight end, by the way.
I'm taking all your favorite guys.
Yeah. No kidding. We should have done rock, paper, scissors. All right. The Vikings. Adrian Peterson.
That's not bad. All right. We both have O-line left. All right. I'm pretty sure every team at some point has had a pretty good O-line, so. Except maybe the Steelers. I'm just going to say Steelers. I don't care when, just the Steelers.
See, one thing I will say is his wide receivers are definitely better. My running backs are better. But then quarterbacks, everyone's going to say Joe Montana, but I actually disagree with that. So, Chiefs O-line.
That's pretty good. That's not bad.
Chiefs O-line?
That's not
With
bad.
the help, I'm going to include the refs in it, so we get a lot of holding passes. Like passes without getting holdings, you know?
All right. Well,
So, I think most people would definitely probably say his, but I'm actually pretty happy with mine.
I have
So.
Vince Lombardi as my head coach.
I also got John Madden, though. They're both the two most
All right.
iconic head coaches of all time.
All right, anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick recap. I'll go first since I went first. So I got Joe Montana, Eric Dickerson, Nick Chubb, Terrell Owens, Jerry Rice, Antonio Gates, Steelers O-line from pick a year, the Steelers defense from the 70s, the Rams kicker, take your pick. Matt Gay is one that came to mind. I don't really care which one you take. Just don't take, what's his name? He was there for a second. Anyway, and then Vince Lombardi.
Maher.
So even Brett Maher, that guy just made me go nuts. Okay, anyway,
Fit right with the Cowboys.
so yeah, that's my team. And what's your team
I have Kurt Warner. He was... Whoa!
in terms of compared to Joe Montana?
Whoa!
Compared to Joe Montana.
Kurt Warner was older when he started. That's the only reason why you people can have that argument. Jim Brown. He's considered one of the most iconic
You can
running
have
backs.
that. You can have that one.
Adrian Peterson.
You can have that one too.
Most rush yards single season, if I remember correctly.
Keep moving.
Or did he just missed it against...
He just missed
He
it.
just missed it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that as well.
Come on.
Jamar Chase.
I got Terrell Owens.
Jamar Chase better than Terrell Owens.
Ooh.
Not better than Jerry Rice, though. I'll say that.
Don't tell T.O. that. He's not gonna.
Terrell
like that.
Owens is
I
can
know.
have whatever opinion he wants about himself.
Whatever, keep going.
Steve Smith Jr.
Jerry Rice.
I know you have Jerry Rice, and he's obviously the best out of all of them. But I will also take Steve Smith over Terrell Owens, actually. I know a lot of people think that's crazy. But when you watch Steve Smith play in the Panthers, he just didn't have an amazing quarterback. You can make the argument. Now, I'm not going to... Now, Jerry Rice is above all of them, obviously. Tight end, George Kittle. He has the better tight end, okay? He has the better tight end. Antonio Gates is my favorite. So I'm not going to argue with that. O-line, mine's better because if you got the Chiefs with like Mahomes before last year, they were good. Now, people could say it's because of all the holdings. But that's just a part of it, I guess. We got to live with the holding calls. The O-line. Defense at the Dolphins when they went undefeated. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, their defense was one of the big reasons why they won that year. Your defense is Steelers.
Steel Curry.
If you talk about consistency, he wins. But if you talk about a single year, then there's an open debate.
Yeah. I don't know.
Kickers. I have the Bengals' new kicker who is young, but he's good enough.
We can call that a wash.
What?
Matt Gay was pretty good.
Yeah, he was good too. I mean, we can probably call that a draw.
That's why I said.
Yeah. Then head coach is John Madden, Vince Lombardi. I prefer Vince Lombardi, but most people, it'd be a pretty even vote because John Madden and Vince
That's
Lombardi
because
are too
people
much
are
iconic.
ignorant about Vince Lombardi. So
I agree Vince Lombardi's better. I'm just saying they're the top two tight ends. Whoa! I was just thinking about George Kittle and Antonio Gates because Antonio Gates is my favorite. The two greatest head coaches of all time.
okay.
John Madden, Vince Lombardi.
All right, that's going to wrap up our first video of the Dynamite Duro Sports podcast. All right, whether you enjoyed this video or if you just want to tear us one in the comment section, be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video so you can keep up with notifications about when we're releasing videos. We're going to be releasing roughly 2 videos a week, and not to mention shorts and all that good stuff. You can also find us at our socials, which I'll have listed below in the description. Be sure to drop a follow there as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Giuseppe,
I'm Antonios.
and you have been watching Dynamite Duo Sports.
And remember, Dak Prescott's gonna be MVP this year.
I didn't say that. All right.
Glory be Jesus Christ.
Glory forever. Welcome to the Dynamite. Start that.